everybody, welcome to my channel Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, and if you're new, welcome. And like this video, share this video, and follow me on Instagram and like my Facebook page. Those will be linked below, and that's all I can do is try to make it easy for you guys. Thank you for joining me. Today is actually going to be kind of a special video. It's fall now, and whether it feels like it or not, it's fall. And so that means it's almost Halloween. So I haven't really done a whole lot of really cool Halloween makeup in my life. So I'm gonna start with a Halloween costume that has been near and dear to my heart. I actually, for 2 years in a row, if you're anywhere close to my age and grew up in the 90s, late 80s, 90s, you are probably very familiar with Selena, and we all love Selena's. So, being a huge fan and just being, it's very nostalgic, and of course she's gorgeous, and Matt came up with all that makeup that was Selena and everything. She was actually she's been my Halloween costume the last 2 years, mainly because in addition to makeup and performing, I also sew. So when I got a new sewing machine, and my first project was I wanted to make Selena's purple jumpsuit, that maroon jumpsuit that she wore with the bell bottoms and whatnot, and I will have a picture on either side of me come up and show you what that outfit looks like. And when you're Selena, you have to have the makeup and you have to have the hair. And there's also a picture here of the makeup and the hair. One year I wore just a black wig with some bangs. And then another year I wore one of my old, from when I was brunette, I was really dark brown, and I wore my 3/4 wig, and then I sprayed like my bangs and stuff. It actually turned out better with the wig, I thought. So, so when you're Selena, you gotta have the whole package. So I'm gonna be creating this makeup look so that you can add a wig or style your own hair if you have beautiful black long hair, and you get to be Selena Quintanilla Perez this year for Halloween. So let's get started. So first thing you do is, well, put your hair back. I am actually gonna start with my foundation for this. And I actually already have a little bit of mascara on because I just filmed another video. So that's kind of a weird thing. Just use any foundation you have. For me personally, because I get really tan in the summer, and then I get kind of pasty in the winter. I'm gonna just go ahead and so I have a couple different foundations that one's a little darker, one's a little lighter, just for when my skin changes. So I'm gonna use my slightly darker foundation that I have just to kind of work with my whatever tan I normally would have. I'm just gonna apply that, but you just apply whatever foundation that you have and start from there. Really, it's just regular makeup. I'm gonna teach you how to kind of just accentuate for certain features to try to get a little bit more close to Selena. Foundation's on. I'm not gonna do concealer yet. I'm gonna hold off on that for just a minute. Next, I am actually gonna do my eyebrows first. So with the idea that, obviously if you already have, beautiful tan skin and dark, black or dark brown hair, you probably have darker eyebrows already to work with. Of course, I'm a natural brunette, but I'm, bleach blonde. And so my eyebrows, don't look anything like what Selena's would look like. So I'm actually gonna line mine, because when I do this costume, I'll probably be wearing a wig, so my hair will be black. So I'm gonna kind of match my eyebrows to that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of mix a black eyeshadow with a dark brown eyeshadow, and I'm gonna just be using my Naked Basics palette. This is the first one. But you just use whatever black, brown eyeshadow that you have and kind of mix them a little bit. That way your eyebrows aren't too black, but you also do want them to be really dark. She had dark hair, so her eyebrows are a little darker, and so it'll kind of give you a Selena effect for your eyebrows. So I'm gonna take this little thin brush, like that, just a little Wet n Wild brush. So basically for this look, I'm gonna be using the Naked Basics eyeshadow palette, but you just use kind of, whatever matte colors you have. We're gonna kind of want like a light color, and then like a kind of a brownish and a black. So I'm gonna be using this for my eyebrows and my eye makeup. Really, it's actually a very basic makeup look. That's kind of the good thing about it, is it's very classic. Selena always had very classic makeup. So I'm gonna be using these two here for my eyebrows. That way I can kind of get a really rich eyebrow that's a little darker than what I would normally have. So from there, we just kind of clean it up a little bit. Of course, these are way darker colors than I normally work with my eyebrows, so need a little bit of cleaning up, you know. So we kind of got one eyebrow done. It looks ridiculous without a wig, but it's Halloween. Of course, in real life, you want to have, when you're doing your makeup, have your phone and maybe look up some pictures to get the shape as close as you can, even if it's unnatural for you. Of course, these are tricks that impersonators have been using for years. I can't do that because I'm using my phone to film, so I'm just having to kind of go by memory. But when you're doing it, that's a helpful tip, is have your phone, look up some pictures of Selena, and just try to get the shape as good as you can. Like I said, even if it's not necessarily a natural shape for you, if you match hers and add the wig and have the lips, everyone's gonna think, oh my God, it's Selena. So they're even enough for right now. I'm gonna clean them up in a little while. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I'm just gonna kind of go under and just kind of clean up kind of the mess I have made of my eyebrows. Just kind of go under, you know, kind of go under like this, and it's just gonna kind of help you just kind of clean up underneath a bit and give a little bit of a defined look, and then blend it. And then my eyes are a little bit deep set, so what I'm gonna do to kind of bring them out to be a little bit more like Selena's eyes is I'm gonna go in here and kind of open this area up with this pencil. And so basically it kind of makes it where it's just not, it doesn't look as far back. We are gonna end up putting some eyeshadow on too. So that's where we are so far. So the next thing I'm gonna move on to is eyeliner. And Selena, you know, just had really just piercing eyes, just beautiful brown eyes, you know, just lots of definition. And so we're gonna kind of recreate that with eyelashes and also some eyeliner. So just take you a good black eyeliner, doesn't matter the brand. And what I do for my Selena look is I'm gonna kind of line kind of thick all the way around. And start off kind of smaller and then add as I go. Line inside the waterline. And I'm gonna even do into the corner. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you're probably a fan of Selena because, you know, you found this video and you're wanting to maybe be her for Halloween. And so luckily this look will work because her makeup was really so classic kind of all the time. It doesn't matter what outfit that you wear of hers. You know, obviously the outfit that you saw that I was wearing in the pictures, I had to custom make that, but you could do any of her looks, like with the white pants and the, you know, the brassiere with the rhinestones on it and the sparkly hat, and there's so many cool looks that you can do that are easier, and this makeup look will work for any of them. So I'm gonna smudge it just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and put eyelashes on right now, and I'm gonna do that off camera. Be right back. Okay, so my eyelashes are on, and in all honesty, I am wearing the eyelashes in my August Empties video that I hated, but I hung on to them because I knew I was gonna be doing this video, and I thought they would be perfect for this look. So I don't know how straight they are, but they're on. They're try them. You may have better luck with them than I do. Ardell Studio Effects 231s. And like I said, I kept them just because I thought they would be perfect for this look. So this is gonna be their last hurrah. You kind of want, like, you want to have this like fan effect. Like her eyes were just very kind of, I don't know if almond shaped is the right word, but very dramatic. It was just simple. She didn't do anything really crazy, just beautiful eyelashes, eyeliner, just her beautiful dark eyebrows, her dark eyes. It just was just very classic, and so I thought these would be really good for that. So from here, we're gonna just kind of tweak the eye look a little bit. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of go in and add a little extra eyeliner now that I have the eyelashes on. So kind of what I wanna do is I wanna drag, just make sure I really get that dramatic kind of a look there. Now that I have the lashes on. See, it's just very, you know, very Selena. So that's the test. Like if you go like this and your eyes look really dramatic, you're probably doing pretty good. So now, eyeshadow. I'm really not doing this particular look in any particular real order that I would normally do. So anything I've ever said, I'm just like throwing that all away, but that's okay, it's Halloween. So now I'm going to take, really this is kind of the great part because this is really kind of an easy, it's kind of an easy eyeshadow look. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take a light color, this Foxy. It's the second one in on the Naked Basics. But any really kind of matte white, matte ivory kind of an eyeshadow will work. And kind of go along my whole eyelid. And really bring it kind of towards the inner too. Because like I said, my eyes are a little bit, I think, more deep set than Selena's. So it's kind of gonna bring my eyes forward a little bit. So what I'm gonna just take the same brush and I'm gonna take the two dark colors that we used and kind of mix them again and kind of blend those colors, and we're gonna just kind of go in and just define our eye a little bit more. Really tap off the brush. I've already done my foundation. I'm not opposed to wiping it off under my eyes, but So now you just wanna go in with those dark colors and kind of go into the crease here just a bit, mainly on the outside of the eye. Also too, since I dampened this brush, I'm gonna take another brush so I can blur it out just a bit. Because you really don't want your eyes to be too smoky and too dark. So I'm gonna really kind of blend that a little bit. So you just kind of want to smoke it out. And then bring it a little bit to the inner with that blurring brush. And just repeat on the other eye. Eyelashes are so not even, but that's okay. Odds are you're gonna be at a Halloween party. It's gonna be kind of dark and you know how that goes. So the next thing I'm gonna do is concealer. Just apply any concealer you like, just as you normally would. Now I'm gonna contour. And this is where this is kind of where the artistry comes in a little bit too, because we wanna just kind of try to, from a distance, kind of mimic facial features. You know, we're all dealing with different sized noses and different shaped eyes and different face shapes. But you know, you wanna kind of come as close as you can. So there's little tricks that you can do, just like we did with the eyes, kind of making our eyes a little bit longer and darkening our eyebrows just a little bit, because of course you're gonna be wearing a different color hair if you're blonde or whatnot. If you're Selena, you're gonna be wearing a black wig. So we can do these little tricks with contouring to just kind of help accentuate our face just a little bit and kind of help our bone structure just maybe appear a little bit more Selena-esque. So I have this little contour kit, Beauty Benefits Hollywood. It comes with a dark and a light, and we're just gonna kind of contour maybe a little bit differently than we normally would for like a natural look. So I'm gonna take the dark color, put it on my little angled brush, and go into my chin. And of course, you had really good cheekbones. And then from for me, my nose is a little like long and thin, so I'm gonna just kind of open up my nose just a little bit. And normally what I would do with my nose is bring it down here, but to get a little bit more, like a little closer to Selena's, I'm gonna just kind of shadow a little bit on the outside here, because she really has a cuter, she has a cuter nose than I do. I'm gonna kind of just shadow. So if your nose is kind of a little longer and thinner like mine, you kind of want to make it maybe look a little more cuter, a little bit. And then we want to take our highlighting color, and I kind of highlight the nose a little bit in the middle. And then I'm also going to kind of highlight my cheeks a little bit. And we might revisit the contour here in a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and add bronzer next. So basically, yeah, just take your bronzer, and anywhere that shows kind of, you know, from the neck up, depending on what costume, you know, you might wanna carry this down into your chest a little bit. Just take, you know, your bronzer and just whatever works for your skin, just use that just to get a little bit of a glow, get a little bit kind of where you would naturally tan and to whatever level you would naturally tan. So just, you know, try to get that beautiful bronzed skin that she has, just ever so naturally. This was the summertime and I was like as tanned as I could be, we'd probably be about the same color, kind of coming from an Italian American background. But I've been good with my sunscreen and wear my hats, and I don't bake my face out in the sun anymore, so I don't get quite as tan as I used to. So we're just kind of bronzing, just to kind of get like a natural tan. And I am, to get a little bit more definition in my face, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Revlon Photo Ready. It's actually a concealer and it's in the color Light. So I kind of use this kind of sometimes for like a light contour. And I'm gonna just really accentuate my cheekbones with this. And again, I'm gonna kind of accentuate my nose a little bit more, kind of to make it look a little bit tad wider from a distance. That's all you can do, is just kind of get a slight effect. But Selena has these beautiful cheekbones. And then next we'll just add a little bit of blush. She didn't wear a ton of blush, so we're just gonna go very natural with the blush. And I'm just gonna use this Maybelline Fit Me. It's in wine, deep wine. So it's just kind of a natural color. We're just gonna use a little tiny bit of this, not much. And mainly I'm keeping it right down here, kind of where the cheekbone, bottom of the cheekbone is. And then we're gonna finish off with some finishing powder, just because she always had kind of a very matte look. You know, there really wasn't a whole lot shimmery about it. Her, you know, it was just very, very classic. I can't even reiterate that enough, how classic her makeup is. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of a loose translucent powder, and I would show you what it looked like, but it is actually all broken. It's a Rimmel. It's Rimmel brand, and I literally cannot lift it up to the camera because it is all broken. But any kind of a translucent powder, any kind of, it does not matter. It does not matter. This is an overall look, not brand. You know, the brand doesn't matter. So we just kind of want to go in, especially in the center of the face and under the eyes right here. And last but not least are the red lips that she was just signature for wearing. She had these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lips. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just overdraw my lips. I'm just gonna use a little red lip pencil. And I'm gonna kind of overdraw my lips a little bit. Again, look at a picture here and just try to mimic the shape the best you can with what you got. I know MAC has a lipstick that, or I don't know if they still do, but they used to have that whole Selena line, but really just a good red, like a blue-based red. And for me, I don't have the MAC one, but I'm gonna do this 911D. So this might, if you have to do anything specific, this would be like a great red, a really good Selena red. And it's Wet n Wild, Mega Last lip color. These are just great. They're super cheap. And yep, it's the 911D Stoplight Red. Just a great classic red lipstick. Perfect. So there you go, you got the makeup done. I do not have my wig with me, but it's a little overdone, but it's gonna be a costume. You're gonna add your outfit, your sequins, and all that fun stuff that Selena wore. And then you're gonna add your hoops. Again, Selena loved hoops, and a lot of pictures she's wearing them, and just a woman after my own heart. I love me some hoops. And so yeah, just, you know, it's very simple, and again, it's, you know, it's Halloween, so, you know, you want to be your favorite star, kind of accentuate what they have to make it work for you, and red lipstick and some dramatic eyelashes and a black wig and a fun outfit and some hoops, and you can go as Selena for Halloween, just as I did. So I hope you enjoyed that Selena makeup tutorial, and hopefully it inspired you to go as Selena for Halloween, because she was the queen of Tejano music and just awesome. And I had a friend that the year before last year, when I went as Selena for the first time, I had all the makeup and the wig and my costume, and she was just like, oh, she said, oh my God, I got that feeling like when you see a Disney princess at Disney World, you know? So it was like the best compliment. So that's just how much she is loved and has been loved. So subscribe to my channel and like this video, share this video with anybody who you know is a Selena fan. And of course, like my Facebook page and follow me on Instagram, all linked below. And I will see you all next time. Bye.